What about the mechanics of trading? Like, you don't want to be the person with 3 suitcases full of stuff, and there's a certain way. There's a certain way as a band to travel. Like, you're in a band, you've only got so much gear. You're going to be gone for 2 weeks. There's definitely going to be luggage. I mean, clothing. Like, I always think of like Rollins when he said the only pack what you can carry.
Black shorts.
And black shorts. Yeah. I mean, is there some truth to that?
Yeah.
Or, but then you talk about, like, you're in a van, you're driving all over the country, you probably want a few touristy things too.
Well, I always leave room for records because I buy a lot of music, so I always have like a record bag just for records so that I can have something to bring them all back in. But, I guess it's just do what you can. My biggest horror story about that situation is I did a tour in France with a trio, and I was concerned about the power conversion thing, and I had this very specific setup that I was using, and I thought, I'll try to borrow an amp over there, but I don't know, it seemed like it wasn't going to happen, and I was like, I don't want to show up in each of these cities and just expect the promoter up to jump and have some amp provided for me, because I needed a certain size. And so I thought at the end, I was like, I'm just going to bring all my own stuff, I'm going to bring exactly what I use. So I went out to Kohl's or something and bought this huge-ass suitcase. I mean, this thing was like the biggest suitcase I've ever seen. It was just gigantic. I thought, oh, this is awesome. All my stuff's going to fit in here. So I put all my stuff in there. I get on the bus. I drive down to O'Hare. I get out. I go up to the ticket counter and check in. And the lady's like, okay, do you have a bag to check? And I said, yep. And I lug this thing up there and set it on the thing. And she's like, oh, you can't bring this. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, it's too heavy. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And she's like, you have to take some of the stuff out and put it in another bag. And I was like, I don't have another bag. Like, I'm at the airport. Like, this is what I have. And she's like, sorry, you can't bring it. And I was like, So I'm just literally standing at this counter like, I don't know what to do here. So she is like, let me see, let me check something. She goes in the back and she's gone for like 10 minutes. She comes out and she has this weird, like, literally like, it was like nylon duffel bag, but it was huge. It was gigantic. She's like, she's like, what do y'all have in there? I was like, I have an amp, I have some drums. And she's like, okay. She's like, just take the clothes out and then put the clothes in the duffel bag. And she's like, clothes are really heavy. That should help. So I'm at the counter. I've got my undies and socks and everything, and I'm putting it in this other bag, and I put the bag up there, and now it's okay. Okay, she's like, all right, both of these will go through, and I was like, awesome. So I land in Paris, and I get out and start this tour. First night, I plug all my stuff in, and Radio Shack, told me like, this is all good. All these, converter things are going to work, and this is exactly what you need. Plug everything in, turn my shit on, the whole thing explodes, amp fried, the whole thing done. So I was like, what the fuck? I carried this amp all the way across the world, and I just blew it out on the I didn't play it yet. So it was really frustrating. So that was the worst story. So I guess really understand what you need, what you should bring, what you shouldn't. And it's beyond clothes and it's beyond all that stuff. That's easy to deal with. But in terms of gear and equipment, that's really the biggest challenge. In a couple weeks, I'm going to play a festival in North Carolina, and I'm trying to arrange a drum kit out there because I don't want to bring a drum kit with me. So, it's difficult because a lot of it is just, again, it's these relationships and how you can relate to people. If I'm a prick to this guy that I'm trying to arrange this kit through, and I'm kind of being a jerk about it, how hard he's going to try to find me a kit? Not at all. He's got other things to worry about. He's running a freaking festival. So it's like, work with people. This music is a job just like going to an office and sitting in a cubicle. You work with people, you treat each other like human beings, you understand everybody's stressed out and they've got their own responsibilities to deal with. Just because you're the musician and you're, party time playing music, you're going to shit to these people. Yeah, it's all about working together.